Who cares? Like, I was not emotionally invested. Pick me behavior. Like, there's no need to act like you have a brain tumor. Annoying characters. The queen of annoying characters is Skylar White. If she's not at the top of this list, it's a fugazi list.
You guys are terrible for each other, and you know I'm right, and you guys can all judge me if you want, but I do not care. I have never, ever been happier.
We do not care.
I feel that TV shows and movies will never fail to entertain me, good or bad. It'll forever be a medium.
Anime's better though. I'm not even a weeb, bro. I'm not one of those people that like all of a sudden like sushi because Naruto is gas. Anime is objectively better than any TV show you could name me. Like, what's a TV show that's better than, for example, Death Note? There is no TV show that's better than Death Note. Don't even get me started on Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is the best piece of fiction ever made. I'm not even like, we're not even gonna argue on that. The Japanese just do it right.
That I'll watch. But the main thing that gets me to stay watching are the characters. I've always been drawn to the characters being my main focus of a series. Whether they be smart or dumb or skinny or fat or ugly or Asian, I don't care.
What? Yeah, I can't lie. Rice Gum's like the opposite of every Asian stereotype. You can hate him all you want, but he's like single-handedly disproven every Asian stereotype out there. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes to actors, if you genuinely hate them, they're doing a good job. Like, a movie's the whole point of TV shows in general is to make you feel something. That's what keeps you watching. When you're hooked, when you're emotionally invested, and hate is a really strong emotion. Like, the feelings I had towards Skylar White, the negativity and hatred I felt towards her, that's what pushed me through to finish that show, besides the fact that it's gas and Jesse Pinkman is one of my favorite characters of all time. Like, don't even get me started. Like, your dying husband is sacrificing so much and you just find anything to whine about, like, I swear to God. But it's the fact that she's such a good actor, and I will never understand. I hate Skylar White, not the actor. Imagine, like, making the connection between the actor and the character and, like, starting to continue hate on her when she's performing in different roles. Like, oh my God, you do realize she's following an exact script. Do not send hate towards the actor. Like, you're actually a pleb. Like, you have to have that's the most low IQ thing I've ever heard.
As long as they are likable and interesting characters. I care so much about characters that a show could have a 10 out of 10 story and plot. Like, I'm talking peak storytelling. If the characters suck, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. That's just...
Who's watched Game of Thrones? Who's watched Star Wars? Who has time to watch Star Wars? I'm sorry. Like, Star Wars is one of those shows that I can never imagine being the type of guy who's actually watched it. Like, I can only imagine myself being the type of guy to, like, sit there and watch someone whose whole life surrounds that show just yap about it. I don't think I'm gonna ever watch that show. Because there's two types of people on this planet. The people that have watched Star Wars and people that haven't. And the people that have watched Star Wars tend to, like, stink a little more. You get what I'm saying?
The way it is. Simple. Likeable characters is the main thing that keeps me interested. So when a show has dang near the whole cast of characters be great, I applaud that. That's a very hard thing to accomplish. But sadly, that's a reality that comes every solar eclipse. Cause every show has those few characters that just make your booty itch in a bad way. Like you just use poison ivy as toilet paper. Those kind of characters.
I don't think a bad character is a character you hate. A bad character is a character that only exists to fulfill a role. When it's so unnatural, you know? Because the thing is, with stories and with life, it's a bit random. But there's nothing random about a character being introduced 20 episodes in that dies 2 episodes later. Like, I'm sorry. Who cares? Like, I was not emotionally invested. You clearly put him in there so you can just accomplish something, get a checklist off of your story. That's called bad storytelling. But when it's natural, when it was like kind of surprising, when it had an element of mystery, or when you've had long enough time to feel like emotionally invested, that's what actually makes good storytelling. I think the two are very linked together. It's very difficult to find a good story without having good characters. Like, that doesn't really make sense. So I disagree with him on that point. And if you're thinking about, like, to all the directors out there, I'm giving y'all free advice, you get what I'm saying? But if you want someone to feel like a connection with the character, the number one tool, not the only tool, but the number one tool is to make them spend more time with them. That's like a common thing. Like, even as someone who does social media, the way you build a fan base is by getting people to spend as much time with you as possible. That's a surefire way. There are ways to accelerate that, and this is how agencies think. For example, even with artists, the first thing you do is you hear a little snippet, then you go search them on Spotify and listen to their music, but that's not where the money is made. The money's made when your whole algorithm becomes that artist. Oh, they did this interview, they went on this tour, they did this, they did that. And when your whole life becomes that artist, they can sell you anything. And that's the real money behind it. It's not really the music. It's getting you invested. It's sort of like a gateway, a funnel more than anything.
Characters suck, I hate them, and they're annoying. And in this video, I'll be ranting on some of these characters that grind my gears in shows and movies that I like. And what better character to start with other than
Sakura.
Bert. I don't know. Something about him just gives me a bad vibe. Alright, next up we got Ryan from The Office. Now,
That's a good one. Yo, I would have never thought of that, but low-key, yes, bro.
I always dislike these kind of smart-ass characters in shows. It just annoys me when characters talk shit about others when they themselves have literally nothing to back it up. Ryan is that times infinity. Oh my god, I just want to spit in this nigga's face. The entire show, this man is acting like he's the big man on campus. But this man is a loser.
When did he dye his hair? The Office hits different when you actually start working and you can actually like relate to the show. Like if you're someone who's never worked before, you're basically a chud. I'm sorry, like I know you've been told that before, but if you're over the age of 20 and you have never had a job, like what are you doing with your life, twin? But the moment you do and you can actually relate to the show, it becomes infinitely funnier, bro. Because these are like genuinely archetypes you see at work.
Head is so far up his own ass that he think he better than everyone else. And this man never changes for the whole series. Literally, first to last episode, he is the same character. There ain't nothing to like about him. And he ain't even funny. Also, I just hate looking at this man.
See, what the fact that you hate him, you're not saying that, oh, he has bad writing or that I mean, you did kind of say that he hasn't evolved, but at the same time, he makes you feel something. I think he's a well-written character. Like, he's a good character. He spices the show up. You're meant to hate him. That's the thing. You're not meant to like him. So they're low-key doing a good job. That's like saying every villain is bad because I don't want the villain to win. Like, no, the villain has to exist to make the story interesting.
Face, man, I don't know why. His face just reminds me of that balloon from Phineas and Ferb. I just want to pop him. Alright, moving on to the new show that got all the Twitter white girls crazy, Euphoria. And the character, kind of everybody, but mainly Casey and this girl. Oh my god. But before I talk about them, I have to ask, why is there so many dicks on this show?
Euphoria is the reason so many girls that we think are like attractive that really aren't that attractive, like I'm sorry to break it to you, but that really aren't that attractive become mainstream. Like for example, Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney. Like Euphoria is sort of like a gateway into becoming like known as the most attractive woman ever, even when you're not. Like they have like a really dedicated sexual audience. It's really weird. Euphoria is a weird show. Like I haven't watched it. I barely know what it's even about, but it's not meant for the mentally stable, if you know what I mean.
Like just why? Every single episode you are met with at least 5 wieners, and that's just the minimum. I remember when I started watching Euphoria last year when visiting my brother at his place, and I was on episode 2. You know, the locker room scene, and I was watching this in the living area, and my brother has roommates, and one of them saw me watching that scene. Wieners everywhere. Some of them were dancing. Why were they dancing? I can see through my peripheral vision that this man was judging me. I know he was thinking,
yeah, you deserve to be judged. Euphoria is like, it's like watching a video about how to get sand out your pussy. Like, what are you watching? Euphoria? Twin, you are not the target audience. Click off of that shit right now.
Oh yeah, that boy gay, I see that.
My masculinity was draining away at that moment. Thank God he knew what the show was, because if he didn't, he probably would have thought I was trying to get freaky in the living room watching this. I didn't sign up for that. I was expecting some
Yes, you did. That's what you signed up for, watching Euphoria.
then Dussy when watching the show. But yeah, tangent over. Let me talk about the actual characters. There's only a few characters I actually like or care about in this show, and I can name them in one hand. Rue, Fez, Muslim, black guy. Everybody else I either hate or feel
Wait, they have a Muslim black guy in the show? I low-key gotta watch it now. What the fuck? That's so random. What?
different towards them. Like, yeah, they exist. Like, quick example, Jules. Now, I kind of liked Jules in the first season until she wanted to run away from home. Like, I didn't understand why she would think that's a good idea at all, or what the hell she was thinking. And then she came back and became jealous of Rue's new friend, and then proceeded to cheat on Rue with the man she didn't want her seeing.
Huh?
Okay! That made me not like Jules anymore.
See, the thing is, guys are much more visual when it comes to attraction. Girls, and this is a scientific fact, are much more like the thought of it. Like, for example, books. Like, the main seller of, like, fantasy books are women. It's basically like the equivalent of the hub for girls. So what matters more is, like, the story. And that tells you a lot about, like, how depraved humans are in general. Like, we all act like we're normal and, like, oh no, this is weird. But in reality, like, the reason shows like this are so popular is because people are weird. We're just really good at acting like we're not. And is Sydney Sweeney in Euphoria? Because I thought that girl was meant to be Sydney Sweeney.
But I never liked this bitch. Oh my god. What's her name? Kat. No wonder why I hate her. Ever since she started her empowerment phase, which was just her being a thought, it was all downhill. But there ain't nothing wrong with being a hoe. Well, that's a lie. I do have a problem with being a hoe, but not because she's a girl.
Guys that hate hoes, like, what's wrong with you, bro? Why do you want the supply to go down? Like, you're weird. What are you looking for? Marriage, buddy? Like, why would you want less out there? It'd be the people that get the least non-bread. Like, no wonder you're never gonna get a whiff of it, bro. How are you at the bottom of the pyramid and asking for the supply to be cut down? Like, no, I'm all for it, bro.
A man hoe is just as bad. I just hate how she's trying to sell this.
All right. That's a condom, bro. That's not a do-rag. That's a condom. Oh my god. There's even a bit of nut in there, bro. Oh my god. Used condom on your head, twin.
Bad. I just hate how she's trying to sell this lifestyle as some kind of bad bitch energy. But it's not. You just a thought. That behavior don't...
Oh, I bet you hate her, but fuck with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, bro. Like, nah, like, you're tripping, bro. I don't care. Like, it is straight demonic, satanic music, but it's gas. Like, depending on the setting, there's a time and a place. Let's just put it that way.
Look good on nobody, no matter the gender. Now, you could do whoever you want, however many times you want. That's none of my business. But I'm not gonna act like being a hoe is a likable personality trait. And if you disagree with me on that part of her character, fine, but... she's also an asshole. Like her breaking up with Ethan, lying saying she had a brain disorder, then he called her bullshit, then she proceeded to gaslight him by saying he's gaslighting her, and...
what? Like, could you not just break up? Like, this is weird, but it's low-key realistic. Like, people just be psychopathic liars. That's the wrong term, I'm pretty sure, but there's a term for it, bro. Like, there's no need to act like you have a brain tumor. Like, just say you don't like them anymore or you cheated on them. Like, have a bit of balls, have a bit of kahunas. I know that doesn't really apply here. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have balls, but still, like, metaphorically.
Oh my god, that whole scene just, made me wanna falcon punch her to another dimension. You gotta watch the scene yourself to see what I mean. It's on YouTube. You don't need context.
Hey, man, I think you got some explaining to do. This video has 20,000 views. Like, you really dug deep to find this crap. I know what type of man you are, buddy. I know what type of man you are.
You don't need context to see why she's a bitch in this scene. And also that scene where her sex tape got leaked and since during high school, that's very bad. And the prince...
Yo, if my sex tape got leaked as like a girl, I'm starting a house with my other 6 sisters, and I'm starting to sell like beauty products, Skims 2.0. Like, y'all forget 8 billionaires were made because of one sex tape. Like, a whole family became like in the Forbes top 100 because of one sex tape. Probably the richest like self-made women out there. That's insane, bro. It's insane, but it's also misleading. Like, a lot of people think it's just that. A lot of people think like Sophie Rain, all she does is just get naked for camera. You couldn't be more wrong. You know how many P-stars there are out there? You know how many people on OnlyFans there are just like showing everything, their whole body, and getting like no likes, no views, no money, making like less than $2,000 a month for having the worst digital footprint ever, never being able to get hired anywhere near kids or anywhere, and basically eliminating all the jobs you can apply for by like half. Like, for most people, it's not worth it. It's what goes on behind the scenes. Like, that's what you see, and it seems so easy, but that's like saying, oh, footballers, they just kick a ball. No, they don't, buddy. Like, Sophie Rain, the reason she got so big first off is because she was working with multiple big influencers or multiple big agencies that pushed her content to a wider algorithm. The Spider-Man video. Nobody cares about the Spider-Man video. They manufactured engagement and then made other people think that she's at the top, and that's why she's now lying about how much money she makes, because she wants to seem like she's at the top. Oh, if you are gonna spend money on P, then you might as well spend it on the queen of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that goes into it. As an influencer, someone who's dedicated like a large portion of their life, however short that life has been, to like entertainment, I promise you there's so much that goes into it. Like, she's a lot smarter than you think she is, or she has like very good people around her, but she is printing.
Principal got news of it and called her to his office, and they both like, yeah, I've heard rumors that you're the girl on the tape. Why? Because we're both quote-unquote fat? No, because that's you on the tape. Look at it. That's you. That's you right there. That's you.
He pulled the tape on his laptop, like, mid-goon, with tissues and, like, lotion. Like, what? The principal should not have that open. Assuming that she's over 18. If she's under 18, like, that is concerning.
You on the tape. You can't see her face. Are you trying to assume me and her body types are the same? I don't need to assume. I'm looking at you right now. I can sue the school for making these accusations against me. And she won the argument. Yeah, I never liked...
See, this only happens in movies and to other people. Like, this is only the type of stuff you see online, and the discrimination is a real thing. But you're never gonna be the type of guy winning $10 million lawsuits for it, unfortunately. You're gonna be the guy that it just gets swept under the rug, bro.
And I forgot I'm supposed to be talking about Casey too.
Oh, that is Sydney Sweeney.
So I'm just gonna make it quick so we can move on from Euphoria. Yeah, Casey slept with her best friend's boyfriend and is also weirdly obsessed with him for an entire season 2, even though they have no chemistry at all. And also, Nate is Nate, That nigga's crazy. Yeah, she's just been annoying to watch all of season 2. Just look at her through this window seal.
Bro, what?
But she do got some pretty big honkers, I'm not gonna lie, so that's pretty lit. Alright.
But there is such a thing as too big. A lot of people forget that. There is definitely such a thing as too big. And that applies to both up here and down there. It personally does not matter to me, like honestly. I'm more of an aesthetics type of guy. Like as long as it looks good, it doesn't have to be big. The volume isn't what I'm really looking for. You get what I'm saying? Face is number one. Right behind personality. Of course, personality is number one. Yeah, no, I'm trolling. Personality matters. But number one, it's face, and then, like, anything else comes after that, for me personally, like, physically.
Let's move on from this 7 out of 10 to Jenny from Forrest Gump. I've watched Forrest Gump like 8 times, no exaggeration. This is a phenomenal movie that everybody and their dog should see. This is a GOAT tier movie with damn near no flaws. The only flaw is Jenny. Jenny is not a likable character at all, and low-key a bad person. The only reason I'm rooting for her is because I want her to get with Forrest, because that'll make Forrest happy. But Forrest doesn't deserve a woman like Jenny. Jenny was very dumb and self-destructive. Willingly, always leaving Forrest for years at a time just to get trains ran on her by every dude she met. She's been blacked God knows how many times.
But this is why going to the army is something I would never do personally. Like, call me a chicken, I don't care. First of all, I'm not buying for some rich person's pocket over a problem that they manufactured and convinced people through social media to hate another group of people so we can go bomb them, and so that their donors can make some, so that they can make a smaller portion of that money. Like, I'm never gonna be a tool for your pockets, buddy. And second thing is, I'm just not gonna put myself in this situation, bro. Forget a wife or a girlfriend. Like, if she cheats, she was never yours to begin with. But like, if we won or lost against Iran, for example, it genuinely has zero effect on you and your family. Like, you are literally disappearing for the bag. Maybe I'm too self-centered and think that I should be treated better than just a tool for money, and that people in general should be treated better than just a tool to further a political agenda. Like, maybe that's just me, because there's not a single country on earth that is saying we're gonna invade America. Like, most of these wars happen on like other people's land. So for example, there's a conflict between America and Russia, so they're just gonna fight in Ukraine. That's what ends up usually happening. There's not even a remote risk to anybody living in America, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that do it out of good intentions. And if you're gonna get shit paid, then I think it's sort of like comes with the job. The respect is sort of like a perk of the job. I know I'm gonna get hate for this opinion, but it's true.
Like, every time her and Forrest met up as adults, it just went like, "Hi, Forrest. I know you love me and I love you too. But I'ma run away with these hippies and Black Panthers doing crack and having them run trains on me for the next, I don't know, 20 years. Is that fine with you, Forrest?"
Okay, Jenny.
My nigga, Forrest, why you fine with this? She belongs to the garbage disposal. And you could say, oh, she had a bad childhood and she didn't want to get Forrest mixed in her mess. She didn't need to be in that mess in the first place. She chose that. At the end of the day, she's a grown adult that can make her own decisions. And she chose the wrong ones, while good ones were right in front of her face. And that's the reason why I don't like Jenny. Moving on to the next and last character that makes me want to...
Yeah, but some people don't want advice, man. Like, I know a lot of people around me, and I'm always the type of guy to tell people, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But if you have to repeat an advice more than once, like literally more than once, all you're doing is you're sacrificing your relationship with that person, because they're gonna end up hating you. Like, if they didn't listen the first time, the second time they're not gonna listen, they're just gonna take it as an insult, no matter how true it is. And you can apply that to different situations. I don't want to start naming things that I've personally recommended people, but it's just honestly, like, don't even bother. Like, take people as they come, because some people are just not ready. If it doesn't come from within, it's just never gonna happen. So you can like lead people on to realizing it, but you shouldn't just flat out give them advice, because it most often than not falls on deaf ears. But maybe that's just me, because I don't have anything to show for it, you know, wrong messenger.
Gouge my eyes out. Naoko from A Silent Voice. I feel like everybody who's watched this movie knows exactly why she's annoying and sucks ass. So I'm not going to be talking about her. Yeah, that's right, I clickbaited you. So instead, I'm going to talk about another character from A Silent Voice, Miki. Now, this bitch is one of my least favorite characters of all time. If she was suffering a peanut allergy, and I had to...
I've low-key never seen a white girl animated in anime, have I? This might be revolutionary, low-key. Snow bunnies in anime?
EpiPen to save her. I'd use it on myself, in front of her, just for her to know they ain't no saving her. Is that messed up? That's kind of messed up, but not for her, it's not. You probably wondering why I hate her so much. Like, why is she over Naoko? And that's because she's an asshole for no reason. Like, literally no reason. Like, at least Naoko is one because she thinks Shoko is the reason why her elementary school friend group are no longer friends. Now, that is a stupid, fucking stupid reason to—
Man, I get any show that's based off. This is the one situation where TV shows have an edge on anime. Piece of life anime where it's like just normal things happening. There's nothing supernatural about it. It's straight whack. Like TV series are so much better in that aspect. But if there's no like fictional aspect to it, it just becomes buns. Like I know I wouldn't enjoy this movie no matter how good the writing is. Like at least for example, Death Note is like kind of realistic. Much of it is like logical and like provocative, but there's thought-provoking. Sorry, but there's a fictional side to it. The book that you write people's names down and they suddenly die. Like that's what keeps anime interesting. That's what sort of like gives it an edge over any other form of media.
be one, and she's stupid for thinking that, but at least that's a reason. Miki, on the other hand, had no reason to be one, especially in that classroom scene. Oh my goodness, this scene alone made her 100 times worse than Naoko. In this scene, the main character Shoya goes up to Miki asking her not to tell other people about his past with bullying Shoko in elementary school, since he's turned over a new leaf now and friends with her. Understandable, he remembers the errors of his past and he doesn't want people to think his past self is who he is now. But then this girl blows it out of proportion for no reason, yelling in front of the entire class. What? You don't want me to tell people that you used to bully Shoko? Why? What's wrong with you? The hell's going on here?
Pick me behavior. That's what you call that, man. I never realized how big that term is. Like, if you call somebody a pick me, like, everyone knows what that means. I thought it was niche, bro. It's like the biggest insult you can use nowadays. It's like saying mid, like 2 years ago. Mid 2 years ago was like borderline, like saying the N-word, bro. Shit was major. Now pick me is up there.
Shoyo used to bully Shoko, and now he's trying to bully me. He's never changed. This bitch! She literally had no reason to do that and had zero benefit doing it. And she knew exactly what she was doing when she did it. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was trying to look like the helpless girl when Shoyo didn't even do anything. And she's—
By the way, do not ever buy these laptop bags. Trust me, you don't look like the guy from Suits. Like, just do not ever buy this garbage. It's painful. If you put anything in there, it will genuinely, like, your shoulder will ache. I got one off Amazon, my biggest regret. They're not even cheap, bro. Just get a backpack. They're meant for laptops. Backpacks, they have, like, a specific place for laptops, and they look so much better. And they're much easier on your joints and shoulders, bro. This is straight whack.
Even do anything. And she's acting like she wasn't there in elementary school laughing alongside his bullying. You are part of the problem too! I just want to jump through my screen and just piss in her shoes. And she doesn't change or go through any character development.
Cats do that a lot. Cats piss in like shoes. I had one of my cats like piss in my shoe quite frequently. Apparently it means that they like love or respect you. I wish I knew that, man. I don't think I treated that cat correctly, man. That cat really did love me.
In the anime, and barely in the manga too. By the end of both of them, I still hated her. She's trying to be so self-righteous and trying to be a savior, but she just comes off as a dickhead.
Yo, the music is like, it blended in so well. We got Uncle Ruckus music in the background. Oh, hell no. If you haven't watched Boondocks, like, hop on and watch it right now. Like, get a culture yourself a little bit. It was straight gas, but god damn.
She's annoying every time she's on screen, but that classroom scene, you can't take that back. And that scene is even more annoying in the manga. Miki is the worst character in this movie, or at least definitely the most annoying. But I'm gonna end the video off here. There's a lot of annoying characters I didn't go over, so maybe if this video does well, I'll make a follow-up.
Bro, what do you mean both of them suck? Then you're saying the show sucks. These are like the two main characters. What do you mean? So who doesn't suck? The daughter? Like,
If this video does well, I'll make a follow-up to this video.
Like, do you realize that Peter Griffin's in Fortnite? Like, watch what you're saying, buddy.
Not anytime soon though. And also, just to throw this out there, but I'm very thankful to—
Hey man, W video, I thoroughly enjoyed that. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe. I post bangers like this every day, and yeah, see ya.